kind of jump on to the first section and understand what is this trading as a business. Yes, I've been telling you right from the beginning that you got to approach trading, stock market trading as a business and not as an interest. So what is this? Let's kind of slightly go a little bit deeper and break it down so that we kind of get a little bit more, deeper and get that whole understanding clearly. So now, first and foremost in stock trading business, the way you approach. I'm sure some of you here are business owners, or maybe you're a working employee, or you've been a self-employed person and a professional all your life. So maybe you have not done business, maybe you have done business. If you have done business, great, congratulations. Apply all those principles even here as well. If you have not done, this is my endeavor to kind of just break those principles down and tell you what a stock trading business owner means. Right, in our long-term program, we have an entire section where we spend about 2 months time making you a complete entrepreneur. There are various facets of you running a business, especially in stock market, and how do you do. So we have one of our coaches who is a serial entrepreneur and been in stock market for the last 20 years. His name is Rajesh. He's going to kind of work with you on that in our long-term program along with me, while I'm going to be there as well. So I also come from a business background, and I've kind of led a lot of business for a lot of organizations, and then manage my own business of stock trading and training and various other businesses what we have. So we're going to give you those principles, in our long-term program when we implement that and run that. So here I'm going to try to just give you the glimpse of that so that you get that going, and so that you can kind of start to implement some of those facets which are kind of simple and easy to kind of implement. Great. So what is this? The first and foremost, for you to be a business owner, you got to get that attitude of a business owner. Now, what is this attitude? We spoke about in one of the sections earlier, where we spoke about the mindset. That mindset is the attitude of a person. So now, how does the business owner think? What are the thoughts you're getting? Are you kind of only thinking about, oh my God, so much of work like an employee? Or are you thinking, oh, today at 5 o'clock I'm done, I'm going to kind of leave and kind of go? Is that what you're taking? Oh, weekend I don't have to work anything. Is that what you're taking? What you are thinking most of the time. So now those are the thoughts of the employee. I'm not against being an employee. I was an employee for many years of my life, right? But now how do you think? How do you think? Let me tell you this. As an employee, you end up working for somebody else's dream. But as a business owner, you have employees who work towards fulfilling your dreams. What is that you want to do? Do you want to fulfill somebody else's dream or your own dream? That is the attitude of a business owner. So, as a business owner, if you have the attitude of a business owner, you are thinking about how to grow your business, how to maintain and manage it in the most optimal way. What are the best ways of running it? Everything. You have a different view on attitude, and you are not afraid of taking that risk. Because as a business owner, you also understand, after having taken this risk, what is the reward you get. As a business owner, with that right attitude, you first understand what is the return you can get out of this whole business, and what is the effort to be put in, and what are the risks. Once you understand this risk, you know that, okay, fine, this is the risk which I can take comfortably, then you get onto it. Right? Same attitude you will apply to all the strategies what you've learned. You will not blindly jump onto it. Now that you know how the strategy works, you got to do your backtesting. You got to build your trading system, trading plan, and then understand how much of loss you can take per day, per week, per month, so on and so forth. And then understand the risks involved in each of those systems. And be aware that only maybe 30 to 35% or 40% of the times is only those trades are going to be successful. Balance time, it's going to be loss. How do you manage all of that? Understanding that, you're going to jump in. So that is called the attitude of the business owner, where your mind keeps thinking about the business all the time. But as an employee, you may choose, after a certain point in time, not to think about your work. But here, business is your passion. You kind of, it's part of you. One of my spiritual coaches says this, and it's very true. If you want to be truly spiritual, if you want to kind of experience spirituality deeply, do a business. Your business is going to be as good as your spiritual practices. You're going to be as successful in your business as you are spiritually successful. That is how business work. And business, doing a business is one of the most heightened spiritual process. Why? Because in business, you get into the process of helping lakhs and lakhs of people who come in contact with you. As a business owner, that's what you do. So I kind of love doing that, right? Even for me, for us, this trading is like a business, right? So what are we doing? We are kind of sharing all that knowledge we have to many people through this means, right? And when we make you successful, what does it do? It makes us successful, right? And that's what is spirituality all about. How good you are than what you were yesterday today. How good you are today than what you were yesterday. And how are you improving? Exactly as the business. So that is the attitude of the business owner. So if you got this attitude of the business owner, type in the comment, business owner attitude. Type in I have, BO attitude. I have, business owner, BO attitude. Awesome. The next one. Be aware of the trap of an entrepreneur. Now, what is this trap of an entrepreneur? Moment you get into entrepreneurship, right, you end up becoming like a self-employed, which means what? You end up doing everything yourself because you feel that as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you only have to do everything, and it becomes even more stressful than going on a job. Because in a job, at least at around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, you stop working. Here, you end up doing so much, including the weekends and everything. It's a trap you get into. Don't get into that trap. Don't get into you doing everything. As a business owner or entrepreneur, you have to set up your systems and processes in place and only manage that. A lot of people will help you do that. And today we have even technology which helps us do that part of it. So don't get into a trap of an entrepreneur. So if you kind of got the second aspect of it, type in the comment, no trap. Type in the comment, no trap. Awesome. What's the next? Here is the next one. Next one is all about you having a system in place. Like if you, the second one was about the trap, right? Now, if you don't have a system, obviously you will fall into the trap. But create processes and systems, because systems makes it happen. System makes it happen, right? So now in our business, in terms of trade execution, I only execute very less amount of trades. So we have a team of people who do the execution. So in a long-term program, we exactly teach you how to kind of create that team and how to kind of create processes in execution and automation in execution, so that you can kind of do it, kind of automatically happens by the systems, or you can have people to kind of do that part of it. So you only kind of give the strategy and maintain and manage whether they are doing it right. That's the role of a business owner, not to do yourself. So always keep thinking process and system. As a business owner, how can you improvise? Okay, how to kind of make this process efficient and implement that. That's it. After that, your life is much more easier. And you only have a checkpoints of controls to see whether it's working or not at all the time. That's all is our work as a business owner. That's the third part. Next one. Business period, minimum for 12 months. You don't keep measuring your profits every week in trading. Don't keep measuring your profits every month, every day. No, it does not work like that. The minimum period for any business is 12 months. We kind of close our books, for 12 months period. Same thing applies to trading as a business. Have a minimum period of 12 months. I would say much longer. And see, in 12 months period, all the trades that you took, how did it kind of function? What happened? What were the results? How much did you succeed in? How much you did not succeed in? What were the reasons? How to kind of overcome that? How to kind of make that much more streamlined? So that's what you have to do. So this is a long-term view. Once you start a business, you don't do business just for like 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 5 weeks, 10 weeks, and then stop it. No, it's for a sustainable period of time. So have that view in trading as a business as well. Then be aware, people, this is not a hobby. Hobbies cost you money. Business makes money. Choice is yours. What is that you want to do? Right? Do not approach trading as a hobby, as an interest. No. Keep your emotions aside. Of course, you like to trade. I'm not saying you should not like to trade. Do that. But keep your emotions aside. Keep the process in front of the system and in front of the market. Have the system and process and brutally follow it. Right? And when you do that, as a byproduct, money comes in. But for hobbies, what happens? Oh, you're passionate, you're emotionally involved, that kind of lifts you up and all of those things. And you don't generate money out of that. You, on the contrary, spend money to improvise your hobby. I'm not saying hobbies are bad. They are good. But don't make your business area a place of hobby. It can be that your passion is your business. Right? If, say for example, as an artist, you're so passionate about something, you convert that into business as well. But you keep the business part and the creation part separate. Don't mix it up. Same thing here as well. Trading is not a hobby. If you're getting this, type in the comment. No trading hobby. Type in the comment. No trading hobby. Awesome. The next one. Business is always a going concern. The concept of going concern means it is going to remain in existence forever. Work from that point of view. Think from that point of view. That your business of trading is going to remain for the next 100 years. So you kind of do it, you kind of create it in such a way that later on you pass it on to your next generation. And that it's a going concern concept is what we apply even in our accounting parlance. That's one of the very fundamentals, basics what we learn when we are doing our chartered accountancy curriculum, right? So going concern is a feature of any business, which means you view your business not like, oh, I'm just going to do it for 3 months and then see. No, you're going to view that this business is going to exist for next 30 years, next 50 years, next 100 years. So how are you going to put that structure in place and how are you going to do that, right? Think about how you can pass it on to your next generation. Isn't that great, right? When you have created this massive business and an asset and then you pass it on, right? And this is a great education what you can pass on to your next generation. No other thing can be passed on, but a business can be passed on, right? And businesses need investments, people. Please, please, please look at this very, very seriously. Bring in the resources. If you are serious about stock trading as a business, it needs its investment. I've spoken about 4 kinds of capital. All of that is extremely important. It needs its money. You got to bring in the right amount of capital into this. It needs your time and effort and your involvement. Then it needs your energy and it needs knowledge, right? So you as a business owner, you can never stop learning. You got to be constantly learning and upgrading yourself so that you can take your business to the next level. What brought you till here will not take you from here to somewhere else. No. Whatever brought you till here can only bring you this much. So from here to go to the next level, you got to be learning, upscaling yourself. So never be stingy. I'm using a strong word. Be stingy in your self-investment. Learn. And that's what kind of made me extremely successful in whatever I do. Same thing can happen to you as well, right? So these are some of the facets of stock trading business. Now there are few functions as well of business which we will discuss in the next video. So far if you've got the facets of all the business, type in the comment. Understood facets. I'll see you in the next video where we talk about the business functions. See you in the next video. Bye.